For this FreeCAD video, we're going to create an object with a radius. We're also going to apply dimensions. And while applying dimensions, we're going to change the plane to allow us to maintain linear orientation of the numbers with the direction of the arrows. Now our basic shape is going to be 5 by 5 by 5. In addition to that, you're going to have a 2.5 radius. Okay, so let's go to FreeCAD. We're going to go parametric part. Don't worry about the grid system that shows up on mine. You may or may not have that. It doesn't matter. So we're going to go create sketch. I'm going to do so on the XY plane. Okay. Now from here, I'm going to be creating a centered rectangle. So I'm going to start from the origin. I'm going to go out 5, tab 5, enter. Okay, I now have a square 5 by 5. Now I'm going to create the radius, and the radius is going to be created using Create Arc by 3 points. My first point is going to be here, and my second point is going to be up there. Now before we get too far, take a look at the grid system. So right now, that top number is negative because left of that center line is negative, right of that center line is negative in the X plane, left and right is X, up and down is Y. Conversely, that number on the left-hand side, which currently says 2.36, it's on the top side of the midpoint, which is positive. If you were to go below, conversely, that number would now become negative. Okay, so what we're going to do is first take a look at the top number and look at the arrows. It's pointing from the center of the square, which is origin. As you recall from the beginning, origin was 0, 0, x0, y0. So it's asking the location of the outside of the arc relative to 0. So we know that the square is 5, but half of that is 2.5. We also know that our arc is 2.5. So the two together is 5. Because it's going left in the X, that's going to be a negative 5. Okay? Now we're going to hit tab. Now, that triangle type shape, because you can have an arc that kind of gets bigger and bulges out. What it's asking is how far you want the point of that triangle to be from the green line. Now we don't want it to be any distance. So we're going to type in 0. We're going to hit enter. Now we have our arc. I'm going to hit escape to get out of that arc tool. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to that line. I'm going to right click on that, going to click on delete. Now I'm going to go close. I'm now going to go pad, type in 5, enter. Okay, now the first thing I'm going to label is I'm going to label my arc using the measuring tool. Click on that, you've got 2.5. I'm going to click save, close. And then from there, I'm going to go to the drop-down menu and I'm going to pick draft. Sometimes it takes a sec to compute, that's okay. Now from here, I'm going to click on this bottom line here. I'm going to click on my dimension icon. I'm going to drag that out and click to drop it off. I'm going to repeat the process over here. Dimension icon, bring it out. Okay, now I could just click on this dimension icon, bring it out. But see how my numbers don't line up? They're not straight or linear with the line and the arrows. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this face. I'm going to click on this icon up here, which we have not used yet. Currently says top. If I click on it, you'll see custom. So that's adjusting the plane. So now I'm going to click on that line. I'm going to click on my dimension icon. I'm going to bring that out. Now you've got 5 inches, and it's in line with your line and your arrows. And that's it for this assignment.